Topic title for today, success versus failure. Write that down, success versus failure. I'm excited to share this subject with you, especially today, why some people succeed while other people fail, and what separates those from, achieving success from everybody else. And the answer, and I want you to write this down because I think it's really, really important, especially with today's message, okay? Because I've spoken about this before. I want to speak about it again today. The difference between those who fail and those who win lies in their perception of it in response to failure. I learned that from John C. Maxwell, Failing Forward. For example, let's say that you lose your job, your marriage ends, your business doesn't take off, whatever the case may be. Some people stay down for months. For me, life knocks me down. I don't wait for the 9 count. I'm back up at the 3 count, right? I recover faster than the average person because I understand it is your perception of in response to failure that determines whether you succeed or fail. And so the question is, what is the single X factor that can multiply your results twofold, fivefold, tenfold? And that's what I want to answer in today's morning motivation with you guys today. But first, let me start with what it is not. The magic factor is not what most people think. It's not the company that you work for, though that can help. Personally, I know wherever I go, whatever I do, I know I'm going to be successful. Even if I was an Uber driver, I'd have a 5-star rating because I've learned that thoughts become things. I constantly tell myself that I'm an above average achiever. I'm a champion. At one point, I was not a champion, but over time, I became one, both in sports and in business. I also strive to become a champion to my wife, to my children, which to me is the most important thing. Look, I'm going to tell you guys, if you have failed in the home, you have failed in life. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. Because what profits a man or a woman to gain the praise of the world and lose their own soul, lose their own family, right? So you want to make sure that you are succeeding with the things that are the most important in life. It's not just business. It's not just promotion. It's not just money. It's not just your health. It's the things that are the most important in life. This is what truly makes you successful. Now, if you don't feel that way about yourself, that you're a champion, you got to start speaking positively until you begin to feel this way. We've talked about it so many times with our children because sometimes they can get down on themselves. They can beat themselves up that I'm not pretty enough, I'm not beautiful enough, or I don't like my outfit, I don't like my skin, I don't like the way my face works or looks. You got to get to the point that you start to begin to feel the way that you think and say about yourself because those thoughts are powerful, that you start to feel a certain way. And once you do, I believe that you'll start experiencing the good life. And the first step is your thoughts. And the next thing is that you've got to surround yourself with successful, happy, peaceful people. It's not the company. It's not the products. All of those things are helpful, but they're not the X factor. It's not even the compensation plan. And by the way, a good compensation plan, it certainly can make things better. But let's be honest. If I told you that instead of earning $600 a month with 12 to 15 customers, that you could earn $5,000 a month, would most people work harder? Probably not. The truth is certain people will only do so much. No matter how much they could potentially earn, I could say, hey, go out there, and if you get 12 customers, you're going to make $5,000 residual dollars a month. You know that most people, the percentages wouldn't even change that much? $5,000 USD, and the percentages still wouldn't change that much. And so I tell people it's not the company, it's not the products, it's not the compensation plan. And all of those things are contributing factors. The ultimate answer lies within you. It's called the you factor. Your business, your life. The impact that you have on other people, positive or negative, are all determined by you. Whether it's your business, your money, your health, your relationships. The you factor is what determines your success. I determine whether I'm successful and happy. I determine the kind of year that I want to have. I can't wait for my marriage partner. I can't wait for my business partner. I can't wait for any of my business partners. You are the creator of your outcomes. Not your surroundings, not your circumstances, business associates, your spouse and family and siblings. You are the outcome. Now that we've established this, the next step is to work on building you. You might say, I get it, Brandon, that makes sense, but my self-image, my self-ideal, my own self-worth aren't where they need to be. If that's you, here's the good news. You can start improving it today. Because we build ourselves by building our skills. You got to develop your skill set. And that's what I want to help people do every day. You need to have some product knowledge, right? You need to create your own testimonial, even if it's from a practice account. Now, I'm going to expose a couple of people here. I'm not going to give any names, but I'm going to expose a couple of people here. When people are jumping from one company to the next, as if it's Easter, hopping around, right? Bunch of grasshoppers going from one company to the next. What does that say about the products a lot of the time? The people don't trade, and they're not actually making money from the products. I'm not going to make an income claim. I'm not going to make a lifestyle claim. But isn't it interesting that people go from company to company to company, which really shows maybe that their products aren't that good, which really goes to show that they're not really making money trading. Now, they say that they are, but they aren't. Because if they were really making money trading, then why do they have to keep going to another company? Think about that for a second. Because you don't need more training. You don't need more Zooms and more webinars and doing more events. If you are really doing, you don't have to keep hopping to another company. That's the truth. The truth is they need money. The truth is they ain't making money trading. Okay? Now, another key factor is your attitude. Attitude isn't everything, but it is the difference maker. Your attitude determines your altitude. The most attractive attitude in the world is passion. I believe that passion is the juice. Now, gratitude is great, but passion is what other people notice most. Passion is contagious. It is one of the reasons why I've achieved what I have. You've got to have passion. You've got to have direction. You've got to have purpose. I was passionate even when I was broke. And you can be passionate too. You got to decide today, right now, that you will approach life with passion. Guys, I can tell you, when I was not in a good financial position, I spoke like I am right now. I was passionate because I saw myself in my mind that I was already a millionaire, that I was already going to be successful, that it had already happened. I was just waiting for the check in the mail. You got to say that no matter your rank, your trading account balance, your bank account balance, your current circumstances, that you can choose to live life with passion starting today has nothing to do with your circumstances. I love you guys. I care for you. I believe in you. Let's crush it. Let's keep grinding. And I'm going to meet you guys at the top, not just see you from the top. I believe that I'm going to meet you at the top. Remember, you, my friends, are the X factor. It's not the company, the products, the comp plan, the vision, the leadership. All those things are good. You are the X factor, right? You make the difference. You create the life that you want for yourself and for other people. You guys have a great Monday. We'll talk soon. Thanks so much for joining me today.